Okay, Lieve, if we have to, in terms of reaching out to various countries, if we do not leave it upon the government, if can we take a creative and innovative approach to reach out to multiple countries ourselves, as an initiative, and try to see where this leads? What would you, quickly we need to wrap it up. Yeah.
I don't have many ideas about these things, but like Manu said, I mean, I think it can be done, but you need to take it in a very modern day approach somehow. And indeed, maybe we need to just tackle it as a first step, as some kind of an expo thing then, and give a very simple map about it and say, look, we need a design and a little bit of money for something there. What do you want to do? I mean, you can give it any expression you want. It doesn't necessarily need to be a pavilion if you don't want to. You make a fountain out of it or whatever. I don't know. Do something created. Here is a little bit of thing. You put the money in and you represent your culture, country, whatever it is, nation.
Or kingdoms.
Yeah, your kingdom. Yeah. I mean, it can be done, I think, but this is, well, somebody here needs to do it. Someone of us here in Auroville needs to pick it up, because it's not going to fall out of the sky.
Right.
So who's going to do it? Who? Physically.
Yeah. Okay, now quickly, the practical aspects. The village is expanding. It is hugely expanded in the last 10-15 years, and it is basically eating up into the international zone. So we have now more of individual houses rather than pavilions. All the 0.4 acres are, few countries are going. So people have bought it, have gone already.
Climate change is anyway drowning all the countries.
And then we have an issue of access. If we open this up, then how do we open it up in a way that it doesn't disturb our peaceful life inside in the Auroville, that it doesn't become an zoo of sorts, an exhibitionist kind of place of sorts, that it, after all, it's a place for inner work. It's not an exhibition.
It needs to be part of the mobility plan, of course, and it needs to be decided at some point. I mean, the sooner the better. Somebody starts thinking about, okay, who is getting access to this international zone? Because indeed we have so far been thinking in the long term that most of Auroville is going to be quiet and a bit shielded off without moving into a gated community somehow. I don't know how we're going to avoid that, but we want to have visitors not just running over the whole of Auroville. So Auroville will be accessible to everybody who's interested in Auroville and willing to stay and volunteer or experience Auroville. But then you have the international zone. If we have all these these pavilions where you can experience something, who's going to experience them? Only the Aurovillians? Or what is the thing? It's a bit like Mati Mandir again. It's like, okay, Mother said very clearly, no tourism in the thing. I mean, she said very, very strict rules, but in the end, well, it's there and it attracts a lot of attention, it's just there as a very special thing. So if we create something here like that also, it will automatically attract. So what's the plan? I don't know. I mean, some people will have to sit together and work something out. And once again, be flexible enough to see like, okay, we tried this, but it doesn't really work. Now we're gonna have to move with the times and with the situation that happens on the ground.